What's up, everybody? This is Jeremy. Doing a little bit of a different type of video today. I talked about this in one of my past videos. Actually, my very last video, I think. I was going to do this as a podcast, but I think I'm going to do it as a video on YouTube instead. Going to do my predictions for UFC 98. I think it's coming up next weekend. I'm just going to do the main card, and then I'm going to throw in one extra fight. First one I'm going to talk about Sean Shirk versus Frankie Edgar. This fight, I kind of see this going the same way as the Frankie Edgar and Gray Maynard fight. I don't really see any advantages for Frankie Edgar other than maybe submissions a little bit and speed, but I think this will probably go the same way as the Gray Maynard fight. I think Shirk's probably going to control him. Don't really see it as an exciting fight. Usually wrestlers against other wrestlers just don't turn out that great, but Frankie Edgar has he has good striking. Shirk has pretty decent stand-up. But I mean, I think Shirk will probably just control him and get a decision. Dan Miller against Chael Sonnen. Miller is 11-1. More of a submission type fighter. I've watched a couple videos on him. Sonnen is 21-10-1. He's a strong wrestler. He's got 70 TKOs and KOs. 11 decisions. Key fights, he's got wins, a win and a loss over Paulo Filho. He's got a win over Tim Crater. He lost to Jeremy Horn, lost to Babalu, lost to Terry Martin. He beat Jason Lambert. He lost to Forrest Griffin in 2003, and he beat Mayhem Miller in 2002. So, yeah, I mean, to beat some of those guys, Jason Lambert, I mean, not really a great guy in the UFC, but definitely has some knockout power. Babalu, no shame in losing to him. Same thing with Jeremy Horn. But to beat Mayhem Miller, you got to be pretty good. This fight, with the strong wrestling, I think Chael Sonnen, he'll take it to the ground. I don't know, I kind of see Miller pulling off a submission in this one. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm going with. Drew McFedries against Xavier Fupa-Pokum. I think this is the second fight in 2 months for Xavier Fupa-Pokum in the UFC. He's 6'1". He kind of reminds me of Anthony Johnson a little bit bigger, I think, but he's 20-10. He lost to Dennis King, Murillo Ninja Hua, and Martin Campman. Those are all good stand-up guys. He has pretty good submission defense. I've seen him pull off a couple submissions, I think, but for the most part, he's more of a stand-up type guy. Kind of reminds me of, like I said, Anthony Johnson a little bit. He can get sloppy with the striking at times, but overall, I think he's quick. He's got a lot of power. Same with McFedries as far as the power. I actually think Xavier will pull this off, or as they call him, Professor X. I think his quickness could be a big advantage in that fight. I pretty much guarantee this will end in a knockout regardless of who wins, but power, they both have quite a bit of power, but as far as speed, I think I'll take Xavier in that one. Matt Hughes and Matt Serra. What can I say? I don't like Matt Hughes. I don't like him at all. I've never liked him. Him beating Hoist made me dislike him even more. Watching him on The Ultimate Fighter, I really didn't like him. I think it was Ultimate Fighter 6. This one, I'm really hoping Serra pulls this off. I think Serra's definitely has a stand-up advantage. I think he's got a lot more power in the stand-up. I think he's quicker in the stand-up. Hughes' stand-up is just... If he didn't have the wrestling, I don't think he would win any fights because his stand-up is horrible. I could see Serra knocking him out, to be honest. If it goes to the ground, I think Hughes will control him. Either maybe win a decision, or I could see Serra pulling off a submission. So I'm going to take this as my upset of the night, as far as the bigger fights that people are looking forward to, probably a little more, or the general, UFC fan. I'm going to take Serra in this fight, not just because I don't like Hughes, but because I think Serra has more advantages. Rashad Evans against Lyoto Machida. Other than power, quick knockout power, I don't think Rashad has any advantages in this fight. I think Mashida's quick, elusive. I think his stand-up is better. I think he'll get get inside, throw some quick punches, get back out. I think a lot of people don't think this probably, but I think Mashida's probably stronger than Rashad. I think he's got better. Other than wrestling, I think Machida has every advantage over Rashad. That and maybe power, as far as one-punch knockout power. But I think this one, I think Machida will probably wear him down, and probably late third, somewhere in the fourth. He'll probably, catch him when he's a little bit tired and probably finish it with either. I think he'll knock him down, and I don't know if he'll knock him out or get him to the ground and submit him, but I think Machida will probably win this in the third or fourth. And my other fight that I'm going to talk about is Felipe Nover and Kyle Bradley. Kyle Bradley's 13-6 with 8 knockouts or technical knockouts and 4 submissions. He's lost to Chris Lytle, Joe Lazon, Jamie Varner, Melvin Gillard twice. He's fighting some pretty big guys. I mean, not really huge guys, but several different weight classes. I think there's 145, 155, and 170 guys in there. So he's fought several different weight classes, it looks. But I think this one's interesting just to see how Felipe Nover is going to come back from the Ultimate Fighter the way he pretty much dominated everybody until the finals. That one actually surprised me. I thought he was going to dominate that one too. I think this one, it's going to be interesting just to see how he comes back from that now, see how he performs, see, coming back from that disappointment from everybody talking about him being like the next Anderson Silva GSP type guy in the UFC, and see how he comes back from that. Kyle Bradley's definitely fought some good competition, so I think that's going to help him out a little bit. But I think Felipe Nover, I think he was kind of surprised that fight didn't go as easily as he figured that it would, and I think he got frustrated in the finale. I think Felipe Nover will probably pull off a submission, probably, I'll say probably late second round, somewhere in there. Yeah, I'm going to start doing one of these pretty much every UFC event now, so definitely come back and check for those. If you're a UFC fan, leave comments, talk about, who you think is going to win these fights, and stuff like that. If you ever do this, record videos, if you're talking about UFC events or whatever, just post a video response to UFC 98 predictions. Just talk about UFC stuff. Like I said, my channel is going to be basically nothing but tech and probably, like I said, these monthly UFC things. But definitely check back, more videos coming soon, and I'm going to try to fix these little shadows and stuff. Thanks a lot.